Wow. Another fantastic presentation. Don't stay on stage a little. That was another incredible one. From Kakungulu.
Thank you.
The Hissing Cobras. Thank you so much. Can we give them a round of applause? All right. We are going into the last item of the day's presentations. And that is going to be a mime on theme by Luangula House, entitled NC by David Lutalo. That is going to be the last item of the day's presentations. On our program, we have that little bit where we are going to be having an interlude. I've been informed that we have some people who have got some presentations. 1, 2 presentations before we get into the other part of the day's program, that is the speeches, and before we can get the final verdict from the adjudicators. So whoever has got that item, Madame Zandra, you told me of somebody who has got that entertainment. Let them get ready. Thank you so much, Kakungulu. I hope Luangula is backstage, ready to give us the last, the best they have
dear parents who are watching
last.
us live on YouTube, please keep on subscribing. Our channel is Kibuli Secondary School. We are live. Please keep on subscribing.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, we can see this is the point where our hearts begin to pump a little. The heartbeat is gradually increasing. Am I taking it as Africa? Am I taking it as Aga Khan? Am I taking it as Ruwangula? Am I taking it as... Okay. Let's hurry up and get done with the props in the shortest time possible. The theme for today, we shall keep reminding you.
A better world starts with me.
A better world starts with me. That's the theme of this festival. Yes. And it rhymes with the theme of the school for the year 2022. That is collective achievement.
My responsibility.
We have got to achieve, and we can't do that
alone,
unless we do it together. First it's you make a better world, another person makes a better world, you add up, and at the end of the day, we have collectively achieved a better world. DJ, sample them a little.
Ladies, Charlie. My girl, come flip it like a flippergram, flip it like a flippergram. Make your bumper flip like a flippergram, flip it like a flippergram, flip it like a flippergram. The left girl, wind up on the body, girl. Why like it's a carnival? Girl, me love the way you wine for me. Girl, the wine is so emotional, so wind up on my body, girl. Me while you come wine your waistline for me. Baby, you're bubbling, baby. Girl, you a party animal. Girl, you active, no, you no lazy. Girl, you a party animal. To own your wine, you drive me crazy. Girl, you a party animal. You wine so good, you just so good. Girl, me love how you party. One shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, 4. After 9 minutes, she come back for more. She take off the shoes on the dance floor. She start to go up like a sword. Then she approach me just like a cure. The knows that she like me tonight, me a sword. She sexy, she beautiful, and she pure. Girl, you me a rose, so banga, banga, banga. Ding, 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 dong. People like Amanda Wilson. Dieu le please fire bang. Oui, ma aime femme. Hypocrite, je t'étrangle. Hypocrite, fais ce qu'a fait banga. Tic, tac, fais ce qu'a fait banga. Tic, tac, fais ce qu'a fait banga.
Luangula House on stage with a mime on theme, NC by David Lutalo. Excuse me, students, can I have your attention? Mulangira Ahmed, you're needed at the sick bay, senior 3. Mulangira Ahmed, you're needed at the sick bay, senior 3. Nachiini Shifra, senior 1, you're needed at the sick bay. Nachiini Shifra, senior 1. Please go to the sick bay. Luangula House, the bell has gone.
Luangula, did you save the best for last? That's why we are taking this long. Time has gone.
wange gwe mmanyi obulungi Uganda neddatata ebyo byambe byangi byowakaza obusungu akuwaganya kulimba gwokuza maama wange ne taata ne bajjajja gwe yabola watwagala nnyo watulabirira ng'okuba yenna tumula yeggwe gwe tumanyi totwefuulira nno tugambe kikiwanyiga oba mbisoli suula ebyambe wansi obusungu bungi oba si gwe yoli owange gwe mmanyi onemikaafu mingi twatandika ddi okweteekera kamumudo ensi yaffe si bwetu mu mazima kuva ddi nga tusalangananga nkoko ensi yaffe si bwetu lowooza twesulika yugiwetisiwe ensi yaffe si bwetu epalomba afrika kati ejjudde empisembi ensi yaffe si bwetu kuva ddi nga tuli batemu kisitani atulyanga amapapali kati tutingananga mpo owa uganda yavaawo nga tuli wandi eyatuloga simanyandi empisa okukyuma ng'ekyoloni wavaabira ekindazi enyaka akatono kaweekoli wanakaaba tumusirisa obutemu busigazwe bali baterebandi yasala munno obulago n'amala neyesiigako akazigo twetegera kyamalogo kuno bwetutyo si bwe tweyisa ebyo bintu byeri bunaayira tusonyiwagana ng'era bakika tetuwambagana tutokikyambula twatandika ddi okweteekera kamumudo ensi yaffe si bwetu mu mazima kuva ddi nga tusalangananga nkoko ensi yaffe si bwetu lowooza twesulika yugiwetisiwe ensi yaffe si bwetu epalomba afrika kati ejjudde empisembi ensi yaffe si bwetu okumanya kitugoba kitabuse n'abakazi baddukayo mbuyumbu twewaze nnyonnyo mungu ndowooza n'asitula obusungu twebunyiza ebiwundu kitwetemamu ebitundu buli owabawo ekitabuse tewabula gwe twekwasa nti gundi naye tugamba ndi ku luno nga ffe tukubanga n'obukumbi my lovely Uganda tulumanga kati nkoloto fire tocha guno moto ule mufuna kutuziweyiweko nazinziro kyuse neisayo mama nkolokoto fire tocha guno moto ule mufuna kutuziweyiweko nazinziro kyuse neisayo twatandika ddi okweteekera kamumudo ensi yaffe si bwetu mu mazima kuva ddi nga tusalangananga nkoko ensi yaffe si bwetu lowooza twesulika yugiwetisiwe ensi yaffe si bwetu epalomba afrika kati ejjudde empisembi ensi yaffe si bwetu twatandika ddi okweteekera kamumudo ensi yaffe si bwetu mu mazima kuva ddi nga tusalangananga nkoko ensi yaffe si bwetu lowooza twesulika yugiwetisiwe ensi yaffe si bwetu epalomba afrika kati ejjudde empisembi ensi yaffe si bwetu
abokiti yaledi evilutalo
Wow. A round of applause.
Can we give Luwangula a round of applause? Thank you so much, Luwangula. I know if I don't hear a thunderous clapping, I know the emotions are quite high. They are very intense. It was indeed touching. Yeah, but that's what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been the day's last performance by Luwangula House. That was their mime. I have been reliably informed before we can get other comments from the parents. I have been reliably informed that we have got over 2,000 viewers for today's function.
Wow, can we clap for ourselves?
Can we clap for ourselves,
For the
members?
only school.
Okay, thank you so much. Do you want to read us some of the comments?
Yeah, I would like to read a comment from a parent of Nalukwago Sumaya Senior 5.
That is Dr. Chigundu.
She, the mother, sends a message to her daughter and says, Sumaya Nalukwago, thank you so much for the performance in the Ntogoro dance and the speech. Wow, that's from your mom, Amina Chigundu in Kowe. Waiting for Munira Nakanjako Senior 2's performance. Thank you so much, Kibuli, for training our students. Thank you so much for making them confident.
Wow, the confidence was real, to the point.
Yeah, the skills. Have you seen the skills? We really have the skills on ground. Kibuli has all the skills. Thank you so much, our teachers. Thank you so much, the trainers. Thank you so much, our house patrons. You had so little time, but you managed to make it. Thank you so much, the students. You actively participated. Thank you. Thank you so much.
We are waiting for the stage to be cleared. We have a guest who is giving us only one performance, but it's very important. It's a message. It's a message of importance to us and more so to the students. Let's have the stage cleared. Please, Ruangula, let's clear the stage. You are the last people on stage. Let's have it cleared so that we can... This performance is the last, then we get into the speeches as the adjudicators tally its final mark. Yeah, and it's at that point that you see people's hearts racing. Emitima nga jikuba ebidongo tu. Yeah, when that point is coming. Mr. Aliko, are you taking it?
I've just been told Diamond Platinum is in the house. Is it for real? Possible? Diamond Platinum is in the house.
Our dear students, we don't expect you to move away from here. We are winding up so that you go once. Those girls there at that point, can you stop where you are and come back? We wind up and then we leave this place at once. The boys ascending the stairs, let me hope you have ears. Okay? We are going to be here until everything is done and we leave at once. Okay? So we know it has been a long day. We appreciate the patience. We appreciate the discipline, but let's have that discipline up to the end. Thank you, Mr. Cosmas, for being there at that point and for manning that point. Okay?
Hello, everyone. Issues in the community. So I think we are going to enjoy together. Mr. DJ, give it to me.
Uganda twabachi natwachirwaga lwadde tufiraki kids from the ghetto kati bakole ki uye obalaba kunyirira naye balwadde kasita obaloza kubeera owedde tuyita nabo everyday Monday to Sunday kubakinyiza kulaba bafudde yamba balwadde tososola yamba balwadde labirira Uganda twabachi natwajirwanga lwadde tufiraki kids
from the ghetto katiba kulechi. They cry for money, they are security. Omulembe kati kwa corona yaja. Satendets naga suja. Barwade na marwaliro gabanja. Kubalaba kunyirira. Na ibalwade. Kastubaloza kubiruwiti. Tuitanabo. Every day Monday to Sunday. Kuba chinyiza. Ngolaba bafude. Yamba. Balwade. Tososola. Yamba. Abaluate la virida. Ebilete la zinendwa de binji. Sugar mommy, sugar daddy. Single bunji. Viva musirinji. No itaba wanji. Imposne drugs enyinji. Anyway, wali wecho butebedi lamu. Obutaisa sigacho kwera bila kondo. Going to the toilet engalo gwe notanaba muchemba nyimba nga zitidemu mubalaba kunyirira naye balwadde kasitobaloza kubera owedde tuyitanabo everyday Monday to Sunday kuba kinyiza sha sha yamba sha 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 sosola wow yamba balwadde labirira bang 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 bang. Anyone's the same team, barabula. Otatagala na malalo kukewala. Okunyikirango kumirange dagala. Okulianga mubute meremba kutira. Echobu yonjo muganda wange chirala. Okuwonya techiri singa kwewala. Kubalaba kunyirira. Na ibalwadi. Yeah. Tuna munga. This is a brand new tune. Hey, najikoze lunaku lwa Joe. Esooka wano. Omwenge elegezi ya sitani yana madala ebyebirala mpulira jajjapa mu mwaito okugweddalu Noenga, usobora, muvubuka usobora okukyusa mu nkozesa, usobora, muvubuka usobora okukyusa mu nkozesa. Future yaffe, birondo byaffe, bigenderera, myaka gitambula, abantu baffe, wano gyaffe, biraliikirira, olw'ebiragalagala, bitandika ng'ebyokusaagana olookinga, okopperera abanywanyi obenga ofiitinga, n'okwagazibwa okwerabira agazibu ge tulina, ebbula ly'emirimu mpozi ne fiizi tebalina, kivaamu kubikozesa n'abannamaduuka gabirina. Kibuli! Nga lwaki takugwe omwenge pelekezi ya sitaani yana maddala ebyebirala mpulira jajjaba mu mwaito okugweddalu nowenga usobora muvubuka usobora okukyusa mu nkozesa usobora muvubuka usobora okukyusa mu nkozesa tubalabye kaba kuba tubasiise tubalese mu ttaka tulira kati ne mudabika yajjula bavubuka kati balujuujo mabaala bagafuula maka batamira ne besaaba n'ettaka jobu zaggwawo olwayebiragala mu bavubuka kati n'obulamu obusaanawo n'abasomi bewaggula tebakyayagala na kusoma kugambye bw'oba twabakuba sansira bitandika ng'ebyokusaagana olookinga okopperera abanywanyi obenga ofiitinga nga lwaki takugwe omwenge pelekeze ya sitaani eyana maddala kuveko ebyebirala mpulira jajjaba mu mwaito okugweddalu tonywa sigala osobola muvubuka osobola okukyusa mu nkozesa osobola muvubuka osobola okukyusa mu nkola. Respect. Thank you. Muvubuka nyampola bwoba osobola obiviireko ddala muvubuka kuumako munange owebuka empisa bakubemu kali katini tuggalewo.
Okay. Thank you so much for that presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you a lot.
You're welcome.
I love you all members. Yeah. One love.
Can we give him a loud round of applause, please?
Kibuli oye! Yeah. Thanks for the love.
The message in his songs was real, touching, and timely for the youth. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for the guidance and counseling you're doing through the songs. I find that very, very good for the youth. Eye-catching for the youth. The second last slot that we have for today are the speeches. And the first speech will come from the patron clubs. Mr. Haronya Sen, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, the Mistress of Ceremonies. Our chief guest, members of the Board of Governors present, the head teacher and the entire top administrative organs, our guests of the day, our beloved teachers, our dear students, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In the interest of time, I'm only going to hint about two things. One is going to be a point or a note of appreciation to the following. First and foremost, I would like to thank the Almighty Allah who has enabled this function to be held, and we are coming to its end. I would like, for fear of overstepping my mandate, there are some people I will not appreciate. I think that will be done by the teacher. I would like to thank the head teacher and the school administration for the guidance, for all the provisions, and ensuring that this function is a success as it has been. I take it as a success according to me. I would like to thank the house patrons for the mobilization together with house prefects. Thank you so much for the mobilization. I would like to thank all the teachers for your contribution. I know in this thing we have worked as a team, and it's because of that teamwork, collective achievement, that we have managed to have this day come to an end very successfully. I would also like to thank the non-teaching staff for the role you have played. Somebody might not easily say that you have done this, but you have played a very vital role in as far as this function is concerned. I would like to appreciate and thank sincerely the students. Students, can you at this point clap for yourselves? I know it has not been easy trying to balance between academics and this co-curricular activity, but you have given in your all to ensure that you give us plausible presentations, the ones we have had today. I would like to thank Rian Events for the stage and for the system. Thank you so much. You have always been with us, and inshallah we pledge to continue being with you. I would like to appreciate the crew which has been having this function live aired on YouTube. And thank you so much, Mr. Hood, for the wonderful coordination. I would like to thank our parents who have been up with us since the start of this function up to the end. Thank you so much, and thank you for the beautiful comments. Lastly, I would like to thank Michael MC, Hajat Rehema. Thank you so much for that. Our chief guest and our dear guests, I want something briefly about the theme of the day. The theme of the day is A Better World Starts With Me. This is the school theme for the year, but MDD as a function had its theme. A Better World Starts With Me. I want to believe that in Uganda all is not lost, and we are not so badly off. We are somewhere good, but we need to get to that better point. And it's because of that urge to get that better point that we are saying that in order to get there, that responsibility should start with us as individuals. For our dear parents, when your sons and daughters are here, the performances they've made, this is something that can't be taught in class. But somewhere, these students have got inherent talents that need to be explored. If you look at the performances they have put up here, they have got talent. And it's that talent that needs to be tapped, nurtured, and in the long run, it can be of use to their lives in future. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to end my remarks here and take this opportunity to invite the head teacher to give his remarks. Head teacher, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, the patron, our dear chief guest and guest of honor, the Reverend Canon Duncan Mugumya, the Commissioner Physical Education and Sports from the Ministry of Education, our chairperson, the Committee for Academics, Sports, Games and Recreation, Kibuli Senior Secondary School, Dr. Sadat Chimuli, our dear visitors, especially our good neighbor, my brother, Mr. Kamengo, head teacher, Green Hill Academy, and all other head teachers present. Our dear parents out there, our dear staff, the day's participants, our good students, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'll be very brief because of time. I would like to thank the parents who have supported us on this journey. I would like to thank the participants from the various houses for being so active and ensuring that your house is in the race. We are going to know who is who later. We are now having a new curriculum in our schools, and this new curriculum emphasizes the creativity, self-esteem, self-assurance, and determination of students to be innovative We had a debate whether we should have MDD this term or not, but I think we didn't make any mistake. I would like to thank that staff for accepting our decision to hold this MDD 2022. Can you clap for them, dear students? MDD is part of the extended learning we are always talking about. We should not only stay in class all day. We need to be more active, and you have seen how active the participants were. We thank them for being so active and enabling us to be happy, at least for this day. We have cheered, we have liked their performances. And you are already aware that some things cannot be learned in class. So thank you very much, dear participants. I wouldn't like to say a lot, but Kibuli Senior Secondary School is a school that encourages excellency in academics, sports, and Islamic ethos. We are not a school for class only. Therefore, this activity is very important for not only our health, but also for our emotional being. So I thank the patrons and the participants for enabling the activity to go on. We are aware that there are several challenges that we always face. But unless we become determined, unless we show up, unless we are determined to have new innovations, because some of us were saying parents are not going to come to school, therefore we should not have the event. But I think you have seen that our dear parents have enjoyed the performances. Thank you very much, Mr. Nsubuga Hood, ICT Head of Department, and your crew for enabling this activity to be viewed all over the world. Thank you. I know that some of our students, especially the ones who perform, rarely get a chance to see themselves. And even their parents would like to know how they do it at school. We have a gentleman, this gentleman here is preparing a CD, compact disc. If you are interested in the performances that have taken place today, maybe next term, you come back with 5,000. He told me he will produce CDs. 5,000, you give him the money, and then he gives you a copy so that you are free to watch that performance. Some of our dear students are candidates, and they will be leaving us soon. At least you should have something to go with. I would like to take this opportunity to invite our chairperson, Board of Governors, who has represented the Board of Governors, who is the chairperson, Academic Committee, to invite our dear, to say something for the day on behalf of the board, because it is the board that has sponsored all these activities. And also, I wish to request her to take this opportunity to invite our dear commissioner to talk to us. But I will request them to talk from where they are, because because we have cameras here and they need to see you, maybe. Thank you very much for accepting that request. She's our boss as regards all academic issues, sports, games, and recreation. Dr. Sada Nachejo Chimuri, lecturer, MOOBS. Thank you very much.
Thank you, head teacher. The DJ has made you miss. Badengeda balagako wano. Kibuli oye. Kibuli oye. I'm tempted to say Aga Khan oye. The Flying Eagles. Dear chief guest, members of the board present, the head teacher who is here with me, the school management, the parents online, students, and ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I take this opportunity to welcome you all. I'm very, very privileged to be here today. And I'm very excited. I was just hoping that maybe the DJ would give me a song and I show you some gigs. But in the interest of time, I'm not going to do that. Okay? I feel very privileged to say something. I wasn't really prepared, I must say. But I will definitely say something about the theme, which is so touching, that is collective achievement, my responsibility, and it starts with me. When you say it starts with me, that means a lot. It means a lot. And of course, as a member of the board, I'm very happy that we are supporting such activities. And I hope each one of us has had their spirits lifted up. Personally, my spirits have been lifted up. And I'm sure also the students here, their spirits have been lifted up. Not so? Are we high? Can somebody say yes? Okay. I'm very happy that we are supporting such activities as a board, and we shall continue supporting these activities. Why? Why do we support these activities? These activities are important because they lift up our emotions. That is a very important point we need to address. Secondly, we are excited to see each one of our students really putting up their creativity on the top. And we are also happy that we tap into that talent that the students have. It's very important that we get that talent triggered from here, and we have to tap. I teach entrepreneurship, and one of the things I really encourage is creativity. And creativity starts from here. It's very important that we tap into the creativity of our students, and this will better their lives. And that's the theme, a better world starts with me. Another point I really wanted to point out was communication skills. The communication skills that have been staged here are really epic. They were amazing. I really could see you really had to put in all your senses to really get the message that was being put here. So it was amazing, and thank you all of you students for doing a very good job. I would also like to thank the students because I could see their confidence is being boosted up, and for me that does a lot in all that you do. You don't fear. You don't fear anything on this world. So that helps you as a person. Since it starts with me, it helps you to start your life, to be the full package. I really advocate for, especially for the girl child. I can never move on stage without saying a full package. I think I have to stop here. I didn't intend to say much, but definitely I have said much. But I like saying much anyway. But at this juncture, I would like to invite Reverend Canon Duncan Mugumya, our Education Sports Commissioner, to say a word or two. And his specialty is in physical skills. I haven't forgotten the fact that these activities also help in enhancing our physical activities. Thank you very much for listening to me. I would love to invite the commissioner. Should I bring it there? I'm Dr. Sada Chimuli Nachaedre, old student here.
Doctor, who represents the board and chair of one of the board committees, the head teacher, Kibuli SS, my great friend, invited guests, members of board, members of PTA who may be here, the administration that works hand in hand with the head teacher, the staff, students, leaders, most especially those who have been fully participating in today's event, students' body, ladies and gentlemen. Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum. I'm Reverend Canon Duncan Zimugumya. By the grace of God, I'm Commissioner Physical Education and Sports in the Ministry of Education and Sports. And I have been a head teacher not more than a year ago. Just in June, I was a head teacher. And therefore, you must know that I'm very excited that you've given me great moments of school life and being in school. Thank you very much indeed. Give God a very big hand clap. This has been by His grace. I bring you greetings from the Ministry of Education and Sports, especially the First Lady, Senior Minister Mama Janet, the PS and all his staff, and the Department of Physical Education and Sports. Today, it has been a very big learning point for me. Looking at how students can be creative, how they can show their skills, and how they effectively represent their skills. Let us give all the participants a very big hand clap. What you have done here tells us more. It's a learning point for us as educators that we need to give students time to think, not always keep them on a blackboard and think, that only the cognitive domain, the head, is going to develop a student. A learner needs all three cognitive domains. There is need for the head, the cognitive domain. There is need for the heart, the affective domain. Learning to be disciplined, learning to love yourself, learning to respect others, and learning to be respected. How you can achieve respect from others. And there is need to know the psychomotor domain, that you be able to have skills. And what we've seen here have been overwhelmed. Let me say this. Ever since I was born, I have never seen such presentations by the students. You are so special. You are so special. I had not known, but I whispered to your head teacher, and I said, Mr. Head Teacher, make sure this cameraman does a good CD, and I am ready to be among the people to buy. I must buy this. I want my children to see it. I want my children to learn. I have seen great messages here. I've been moved by the planning. When you reach here and you see how the school has put in efforts, how people have put in efforts, you really see an active and a living school. Thank you, Kibuli, for being a school. I saw themes. A better world starts with me. That is so encouraging. It's a commitment that we know that you and I are responsible for what God created on us, that we will make it better. We cannot live in a thinking that God will just bring this platform and land it over here for us to use. We must know that God put us in the world and makes us able that we may be able to think and reason and change the world. Collective achievement, my responsibility. This means that if a learner gets this, each learner is going to know, in case I fail to perform well in class, then I need not to say the school, the teacher, the head teacher. I will say, what did I do to make sure that I achieve? This is a great message. But the teacher is also saying, if my learners fail, am I responsible? Can I give an accountability? Therefore, the teacher will do his or her part. But also the head teacher is supposed to say, achievement is my responsibility. And therefore, the head teacher will easily say, let me pay staff on time. Let me provide such environment for the learners to learn, such that he also does his work. But also the ministry, the commissioner will say, have I done what I'm supposed to do? If I know collective achievement, collective, you and me to perform. When Kibuli performs well, the ministry feels good, the head teacher feels good, the student feels good, teachers shout for joy in the staff room. This means all of us must participate to make sure that we achieve. Thank you for this wonderful theme. Thank you for this wonderful theme. I'm so touched and I'm so blessed. To the parents who are listening and who are following this, there is a big call for parents to participate in students' academic activities. For parents to make sure, I was so happy to hear comments of the parents. Thank you very much. Happy birthday. All those are needed in someone's life. I tell you, you and I, we want to be loved. And when I'm loved, there is a way I feel that it will help me to perform well here. But also it will help me to achieve academically. And so those parents who have been sending messages, thank you very much. Mr. Headmaster, don't worry, I'm used to preaching. If I move, don't worry, please. Praise the Lord. And therefore, to the parents who are listening, I give you this. In the research that was done by me in government schools, I found out that many parents have failed on communication. The parents don't have time to say, my dear daughter, you will make it. When even a child does well, they fail to say, you've made it, you can do better than this. Others don't have time to see such and encourage their children. Others don't even have time to take a time and look at reports and see comments. When a teacher says she performs very well in MDD, the parents should be there to say thank you. The way you do well in MDD, you can do well in also in another thing. You have done it. Thank you very much indeed. I know you are hungry, and therefore I think I should think otherwise. But today, you also made a special way psychological to everyone. I've been listening to what students were doing and what they were saying, especially the comments, the laughters, and the joy. And I must say that MDD is one of the activities that can leave any stone unturned if it comes to laughing. I'm a physics and mathematics teacher by profession and training. I'm a teacher of physics and mathematics. I did PCM. But that has not stopped me from reading others. There is this man, Shakespeare, he writes, the man that has no music in himself, nor is not moved with concords of sweet sound, is fit for treasons, stratagems, and spoils. The motions of his spirit are dull as night, and his affections dark as Elabus. Let no man be trusted. Mark the music. So you can imagine, if by the times of Shakespeare, music was moving people, as for me, some actions here made me emotional. I would shed tears looking at what children can present to show us where we are supposed to come from. I was looking at presentations and I felt like, oh my God, if our children can know where we came from and know where we are, they will be able to determine where we are going to. And they will say, we want to go back. We want to move forward. We want to move forward. And to move forward is no one else's responsibility. It is everyone's responsibility. My responsibility, your responsibility. Thank you very much, MDD teacher. Thank you very much, staff. Thank you very much, Bwana head teacher. Thank you very much, board, for supporting. You are such a wonderful board. Please tell the chair that I'm excited and I'll take the news to the Ministry of Education and Sports. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Always do the right thing at the right time, in the right place, with the right intentions. If you do that, God will bless you and bless you and bless you. For God and my country.
Thank you, sir.
Wow, thank you very much. Our chief guest. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the moment we've been waiting for. At this juncture, I would like to welcome our adjudicators, and it was intentional to appreciate them last, because I wanted to appreciate them as they step on stage. Madam Hamida and Mr. Chitaka, thank you so much for the wonderful job. They are going to give their brief remarks. They will announce the results, but I want us to be a little bit organized. We shall request only the patron of the winning house, the two patrons, and the house prefects, the two of them. They will be the ones to receive the trophy from the chief from the chief guest. Afterwards, they will take it to their camp for celebrations. Ladies and gentlemen, I hand over to the adjudicators of the day.
Thank you so much, Monsieur Yassine. Our dear chief guest, our head teacher for such a wonderful school, Kibuli SS, I admire you. I've not got a chance to bring a child here, but they are also in good schools. You are a good school. Other invited head teachers, the staff, participants, the students' body, you are such a wonderful guild, very disciplined. A hand clap for yourself. We also want to acknowledge our virtual audience. You've been good. I want to thank the administrator. Administration, thank you so much for organizing. You are the first. We do adjudicate in so many schools, but this is the first school that has successfully organized a festival. And it is really, 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 really important. It's a step that is so commendable after we've been in this traumatizing time of COVID-19, where people have lost their loved ones, where children had even forgotten school. When they come back and get something to entertain them, we commend that. Thank you very much. I'm Hamida Namuga. I'm a lecturer at Makerere, and my co-adjudicator, Mr. Chitaka George, my former student, is a lecturer at Kyambogo University in the departments of performing arts. I love Kibuli SS. I've seen schools that pick just anybody to come and adjudicate. Not because I want the job, but they pick professional people. And I am blessed to be one of the people who has been adjudicating here. I've never had any complaint, which means we do the right thing. I want to give one piece of advice to our administration. Instead of making the buying of CDs voluntary, just put only 5,000 for everybody to take a CD home. This money, I've seen it in other schools. The money will go to the IT man, to the one who prepares the CD, but also probably a small percentage can cater for the expenses of the festival later, such that the money that you put into the festival can be used to buy good food for the children and some few books for them. You see, even the students are happy about it. Thank you very much. We are going to the gist of our communication. We want to start with a comment that, as our chief guest says, it is only here and Gayaza High School where I have seen this kind of standard. You are so good. You put in, it's not a lot of time, professionally, a theater show is prepared for 3 months. But this one must have taken about only 2 weeks. And you're such powerful performers. Clap for ourselves. I'm telling you, when you get to know the results, the difference is just 1, 2, 3. I'm telling you. The competition has been so tight, we are even worried. But we are sure of what we did. I'll start probably with a few comments. Hold that. We were going to start with comments on the mime. And I will start with positive ones. There are not many. Very good costume and makeup. Very good stage picture. which adds to the message. Very good use of placards and posters, which are very useful into communication. Very good episodes that precede the mimes. You come with a small piece of drama and a prologue. It's called an epilogue, a prologue. Prologue, which introduces the mime. It's not part of the music, but it introduces the mime. And they were very, very at cue. They were very, very appropriate pieces of drama. Good imagination, good novelty, very good. Good use of sound effects. We saw people here being caned, but the person caning was doing it exactly at the point of the sound effect. That is very good rehearsal. Good entertainment, especially the mimes that were meant for entertainment. They were purely entertaining. Thank you so much. But we commend. We were so happy when we saw some mimes that were entertaining, but also educating. That dual purpose was good for us. The negative. Avoid overcrowding the stage. Let us leave this main space here for the main performers. And then the rest of the performers, those are not main actors, let them squeeze at the back. But when you overcrowd the space, I'm not saying, I'm going to give an example, not that they performed poorly. The MJ song, our MJ could not even move because there was no space. So if you don't give allowance space to the performers, it affects the performance. It negatively impacts on your performance. Avoid multiple action on stage. This one also happens in drama. Let us put focus and emphasis. Allow our audience to focus on the main action of that particular performance. You see someone is doing something in the corner and very actively. Another one is here, very actively doing something, but our main focus should be here with the 2 people or 3 people. So avoid that multiple action in drama as well as in here. I just brought in drama. That's what I teach. Work on your facial expressions. There are people who don't know how to get sad. They are sad, but smiling at this message in mimes. Please avoid over-dramatizing the performance. All performers must have stage presence. There are people, particularly there was a girl here. I don't want to mention the house, but you see them even kind of pressing a eye to someone who is off stage. Or they look like people who are not ready to perform. They are still outside, not on stage. Let us have that stage presence. I love the smiles. I love the smiles that people wore when they opened the curtains. That was very, very good. Probably we got dance. Dance is a communication. Let me start with the positive. There are not many. Generally, the dances were powerful. Clap for that. Very powerful dances. Very powerful. Very good transitions. When it comes to formations, I'm telling you, people were moving like snakes. Very coordinated movements. Very good transitions from one formation to another, but also challenges were faced with people who brought a big troop on stage. Probably the administration will work on a bigger stage. The tempo of the dances was well kept, maybe because the trainers were playing the drums, but we want to thank you. Very excellent costumes. That's good. Then the negative. Dance is a communication. And a communication that is done through the body. Now, we saw people who came here just to overmatch. You see someone is dancing imbalu, and they are just doing like this. It's movement. The body should move. You'll be surprised the people we picked as dancers are not probably the people you thought were the best dancers. We were looking at the movement of the feet, the body, the neck, the shoulders, and the authenticity. There are people who dance gracefully, but very beautifully. Then there are these people who dance with a lot of energy, but just forcing the dance. Those are the people we're picking. Now, the choirs were very disastrous. Choirs, if you come to sing, sing. Don't merely shout. There is a choir that came and they were just shouting, waving what, and they were not singing African music. The message you're singing in the song communicates to the dancer, and the dancer moves according to that message. If it is about circumcision, Mr. Kitaka is a music teacher. Can you sing for us a song that they sing when they are circumcising? He's a music teacher as well as a dance teacher.
Businde bubi solo yandya mbira ya solo businde bubi solo yandya businde bubi solo yandya mchaza chaluma kasale mwana mama yichiri bubi.
Okay, clap for Mr. Kitaka. Mr. Kitaka, you can find him on YouTube. He does a lot of performance. Just look for him. You'll find him there. He plays instruments. He will tell you more. Please, let's have the choir sing, and in the right key. There are people who started songs. The leader was in a certain key, and another one was in a... Why are you don't want me to say anything about the Wachiga because someone is around. You see, sometimes Wachiga sing as though they are talking. Yeah, let's have a good pitch, pick the right key, and the choristers should also follow the right key. And this all comes from rehearsal. Please do rehearse with the choirs. Trainers, this comes to you. Dancers are like soldiers, performing artists. In film, we say 1 minute is equivalent to a whole day. Don't ever drag your feet. Was it Kakunguru? Which choir was it? That made us sit for about 30 minutes. Let us behave well. That is indiscipline. Luangula, we have forgiven them. Yes, forgiveness is spiritual. So, please, we are like soldiers. When they say Luangula, Luangula should be on stage. Africa should be Africa. They kept thanking Africa. Next time, organizers, please put a score for people who are well disciplined, and probably even a gift. Trainers aim at perfecting all dancers. We had a choir here. It had only one dancer. The rest were escorts. And it's the most amazing thing is that she was overall best. But the rest of the dancers were not dancing. They were just escorting the dancer. So let us try as much as possible. Even us who are trained, please, when you come here, you have come to dance. It's not a game. It's not playing. It's not playing tapo. It's a dance. Dance if you choose to dance. The score for that particular performer doesn't contribute at all to the troop's score. It doesn't. It's an ensemble, and all of us have to work towards excellence. All elements of dance should work in harmony. The choir is good, the accompaniments are good, the dance is good, and the dancers are good. That's a good score. Finally, I'm going to talk about speech. All the speeches were powerful, and you merited. All houses merited in speech. In speech, when the commissioner came here, he introduced himself. He even told us why he's here. He's the chief guest. He talks about the occasion. He also observes protocol. Even when the head teacher came, he started with the chief guest, went to the invited head teachers. When we have to observe this issue of all protocol observed is for people who are probably on burial and burying a person who has COVID, that they want to get away very fast. But an appropriate speech, you have to observe protocol. And you don't ask people you have come to talk to, do you know me? They've been mentioning my name here several times. But I still came and said, I'm Hamida Namuga, a teacher of drama. Well, establish the occasion. There is a speech that someone was so good, but the occasion we didn't know where we were. Some people forgot even to mention their titles. We are listening to someone with a very powerful speech, but is not fit even to speak what he says or she says. Speech must be precise. The speech must establish the objective, must have good techniques. The speaker, particularly the speakers were good. Why don't you clap for the speakers? They were all good. But we should understand the kind of speech. Let us go and make a little research about types of speeches. Is it a speech of ideas? Is it a speech, an argumentative speech? Is it a persuasive speech? Is it a motivational speech? What type of speech? How are you supposed to deliver this speech? When you find the kind of speech or discover the type, then you'll be able to move in a manner that moves with that kind of speech, that is commendable for that kind of speech. If it is a persuasive speech, do we have to kneel? No, it is the voice. It is the facial expression. It is the body that is going to say that. Mind the posture. Mind the posture that you take. Mind the poses. There are speakers here who had questions for the audience. These rhetoric questions, very good. But if you give a rhetoric question to an audience, give them time to think, because it is a question that requires your listeners to think. And if there is any response, respond. If they say yes, you see, this is what I'm talking about, you start from there. Do not show us that you just crammed the speech like a little robot. You are just running through it. If they respond, respond to their response. Pick from there and continue. There are speakers here who mastered. They owned their speeches, and you could really hear that even if a pin dropped on the grass, we could hear it. They were there. Very good and powerful speakers. Let's have the right facial expressions. Don't speak in monotone. You crammed and you are running very fast, whether they are responding or not for you, you are just going on to finish. It's as if you are burying your co-wife. The Baganda are the ones who say that. So let's take time. Let's feel the poses and poises and the facial kind of eye contact. I like the people who talk to these people here, talk to these people in the middle, talk to these people who are up there. That is a speech. Thank you very much. You must be a very interesting speaker. If you're not interesting, people will start talking. So avoid a monotone, manage the speed. I talked about that. Think through the choice of dress. The dress code is very, very important. It's not a performance. It is a performance, but think through the message, think through who you are, and choose the appropriate dress for the occasion. I know very well Muslims don't allow trousers, but all these speakers here were female, in trousers, and they are very big people. We don't just speak because we are going to talk to people, but we must think of our culture and what it allows. And the names are Muslim, and you are in trouser. Not right. The rest I've mentioned. Now, we have not been able to pick the best overall performer. It's been so fast, and the items were coming so fast. We want to go and watch the videos, then we shall bring you that person. Next term, you'll find the person here. Probably if they can give me the video early, even this term, we shall communicate to Dr. Yes, Dr. Yasin, no problem. I'll call him a doctor, you don't know. Some people are professors when they never went to school. Okay, we are going to at least read the best dancers from each house. From Africa, we had this one wonderful mulongo called Waswa Akram, Senabulia, Senior 6. Then the best female was Luango Mariam, S2. Then Luangula, the male, was Mawanda Abdukiraman, this name. Abdukiraman, something like that. Namboze Janet Mabirizi. Form 5, science. Scientist dancing like this. My God. Aga Khan, female. Iwaibid Janat, S2. Male, Kato Isaac Hussein, S2. What S2 is not doing, I'm telling you. Kakungulu, Malinga, Icharat, Ronald, Nicholas, S4 West. And then female, Namirembe, Bethel, Chisache. This particularly Namirembe, and I think Janat, it was about the authenticity, the movement. Congratulations. Now we are getting to what you've been waiting for. When I was still a student, I used to sneak behind the desk of the adjudicators to steal marks. I want to thank you for not behaving like me. I would steal the marks even in the main theater, National Theater. Anyway, you've been good students, but if you know you are among those ones who boo teachers, go and repent and change. Change begins with you. Okay? We have results for speech. Aga Khan got 81. Africa got 82. Luangula got 83. And Kakungulu got 88. Mime on theme. Mime on theme. Mime on theme. 85 for Africa. 87 for Kakungulu. 89 for Luangula. 91 for Aga Khan. Mime for entertainment. 83 for Africa. 79 and 79 for Aga Khan and Luangula. 76 for Kakungulu. Traditional dance. 85 for Kakungulu. 84 for Africa. 93 for Luangula. And 80 for Aga Khan. Now, before someone steals the total, in the third position, me, I will start my own style. They start with the last, I will start with the second last. Is Africa with 334. And in the second position is, in the fourth position is Aga Khan with 331. 331. Hey, wait. In the first position with 344, and in the second position with 336. In the second position with 336 is then the first position 344. The other one is 336. Do you see the tightness there? The second position is Kakungulu. And in the first position is Luangula.
DJ. Can I have the patrons, Ruangula, and the house captains come receive the trophy from the chief guest? We are going to turn the cameras this side. Patron, Mr. Kawesa, and Madam Irene, please can you come? We shall not wait for the house prefects. Please come and receive the trophy. And we conclude this. Please, let's have only the patrons. Only the patrons and so you can wait. Receive the trophy.
Celebration, no fire. Oh, what in a mojada, what in no one. Life is so sweet, oh sana. So did they make the people thank God. Area mutayo na mufumbo. No kingdom, but the people thank God. Kama utazika kando. So did they make the people thank God. Area mutayo na mufumbo. No kingdom, but the people thank God. Kama utazika kando. Thank God. When you come to the night party.
Okay, thank you very much. Everybody is a winner, but we have got the ultimate winner, which is Ruangula today. Thank you so much for the performances.
The one I name fix for makers.
DJ, sample them.
Usabula bomunga Taliban. Me feel the fire burn. Acting's a child, what me can run. The child changa musina mukukaban. Say want to care, you already know. So when I say I want you, boy, if you're ready, I'm up on to go sasa. If you're ready, girl, you know I'm ready. I'm ready when you're ready. I'm up on to go sasa. If you're ready, girl, you know I'm ready. I'm ready when you're ready, no, you're ready when you're ready. Jakala mukwana Kennedy. Tukata like butter and bread. Pakuwe kore butter Freddy. Bobo jakalanga me a feel run. When the girls in banga fundi. The way you want to bust my brain. I wanna be with you again. Sambeleno mami. She got a one me say me a fella. She wanna one me say me a give it. Me got a long fella. That I keep when the quack turn. If she let me touch it, me a ting. Me got a long fella. Me can't shoot the body like the waist got spring. Me got a long fella. Baby girl feel it. Baby girl get freaky. Can't shoot the body like the waist got spring. Can't shoot the body like the waist got
show him for real. Yeah, like them crazy, just want to come in. Nigga that waste me, I bend it for real. The whole of the place, me, I tell him come in now.
Ready to burn up warning, some was splinter. Big up bad gal in a real life, nothing that. When the things hotter come like a sprinter. Hotter than lava anytime, even in winter. Girl, let me see how you a bad bad. Sipping when you sit down on it, yeah, me in a that. So me tell me, girl, let me see how you a bad bad. Fuck it when you black it, yeah, me in a that. You so mad, girl, wine your body. Yeah, all the pump, shine your body. Yeah, all the pump, oh my God. Girl, let me see how you a bad bad. Fuck it when you wine your body. Yeah, me in a that. Dale pica palo, 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 palo. Dale pica palo, 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 palo. Dale pica palo, dale, dale, dale.
She tight, pick it tight, your back, shut it right, send me picture. You know what's up, the whole night, she a right, on me big cock, me slice like, get it up, right, now she tick-tock. Real fast, my school, danger, fight like wash, call that danger, yes. All of the young don't know, they don't see me broke it up, no, 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 they don't see me with the spoon. She break her waist like Dolly Pop. I don't mind if you got love for pop. Dark skin girl like Lupita. I'm in a spaceship of like Jupiter. If I ever done you wrong, you deserve it. Baby girl, the loving you deserve it. I've been joking every day and it was worth it. I've been joking every day and it was blue. Baby, I'ma see you later. Just for the bitch, I made a bend over. Said she wanna for me cause I'm in a rover. Got a spliff, I can't need a lighter. No biting. Be careful, girl, I'm in the middle vibing. If you with me, then you're winning, there's no doubting. She want me come.